Okay.
Shout!
The Woodland Gospels according to Captain Beaky and his band. First, let me introduce to you the animals of the woodland. There's Captain Beaky, of course, Artful Owl, Reckless Rat, Batty Bat, Timid Toad, and Timid Toad. Oh, come along, Toad. Those people out there won't bite. You might think at first that they would make rather strange disciples of our Lord. And yet, after all, he was born in a stable, and among his first admirers must have been the animals with whom he shared it. So perhaps these friends do have something special to share with all of us, both children and adults. Let's listen as they prepare to spread the good news.
I feel that perhaps we should take this opportunity to discuss these books of the Bible amongst ourselves, just to make sure we know what we're talking about.
Ask me a question then. Anything, because I have read the Bible from beginning to end.
Who was John the Baptist's father?
Pass.
What was the name of the Roman emperor at the time of Jesus?
Pass.
You don't know very much, do you?
I know all the important bits. I mean, it makes no difference to the story who was the emperor. All we have to know are the important bits, like what Jesus said and did.
His father was a carpenter called Joseph, and his mother was called Mary.
We all know that. But if his father had been a plumber, it wouldn't have made any difference.
It would have made a difference. They'd have to spend a lot on furniture.
These details are of no importance.
Exactly. That is the point I was trying to make. Now, as I see it, what matters is that God arranged for Jesus to come down to earth in a special way. And that special way was to make him the baby son of the lady who married him.
Cuckoos are doing that all the time.
Doing what?
Laying eggs in other people's nests and letting them look after their kids.
I think that we should make it very clear to Batty Bat, just in case he's not sure, that God is not a cuckoo, and that the Virgin Mary was not about to lay an egg.
Even Bat isn't that stupid.
I am.
May I continue? The important thing here is that God sent an angel to tell Mary what he'd done. Then he sent another one to tell Joseph that the girl he was going to marry was to have a baby, who would be famous forever and ever, because he would be the Son of God.
I bet Joseph was dying to tell his neighbours. I would.
Visiting angels is a very private matter, and he did not tell the neighbours. Mary and Joseph got married straight away. In fact, the angels had even told both of them what the baby's name was to be.
Baby Jesus.
Brilliant. Of course it was baby Jesus. That's who the story's about. And we know that his father and mother travelled on a donkey to a place called Bethlehem. And when they got there, all the places to stay were full. So they had to sleep in a stable where the animals slept. And that's where Jesus was born. And that's where the three wise men came to see him, to make sure he was who they thought he was.
All babies look the same, so how could they tell?
Because there was a star over Bethlehem, and that star was right over the stable. Now, the local king, who was called Herod, heard about Jesus being born because the wise men had arrived from far and wide, asking where their new king was. As he was a king himself, he didn't want any other kings about.
Not even a baby king.
I'm afraid not. Now, Herod didn't know exactly where Jesus was, so he had all the little children in Bethlehem put to death. But the soldiers never thought of looking for a king in a stable, so Mary and Joseph managed to escape with Jesus.
Poor little children. How could people be so bad?
Well, bad people are frightened of good people, because they know that good people will always win in the end.
That's true, but good people who are really good suffer more than bad people because they know what is good and bad, and bad people only know what is bad.
That's very profound. And if I had a pencil, I'd write that down. I could write.
Thank you.
Bravo.